I am extremely worried for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I think this is going to be the worst zombies mode of all time, but there is some upside to it. I'll be discussing all of my reasons for what I'm saying and more in this video, so make sure you stay tuned in, especially for the end, because I have something that will make you probably pretty dang happy as a Zombies fan, especially if you're a longer term Zombies fan. So we're going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. I do want to start off by saying that I have extreme respect for the developers and their work. I understand that there are deadlines, quotas to meet. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and it's a very difficult and intricate process, and I have nothing but respect for what they do, because it is a really hard process. But at the end of the day, my goal is to be open and honest with you, and the point of this video is to give you my thoughts on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I'm not going to give you the perspective of, the person looking out for the community. Right now in this video, the point is to give you my thoughts on the mode. And I think it looks like absolute dog shit. It is essentially DMZ with zombies in it. I don't want zombies missions. I don't. I want round-based zombies. I don't even want Outbreak. I don't. But if you're going to make an Outbreak mode, at least improve it from Cold War. And you know what? Okay, I'm cool with it. With this, no. The only thing in terms of the actual gameplay that I like about this is that it seems to be, or the intended difficulty level seems to be higher. They don't want you to complete it the first time you go through. I believe they also said you have to complete the acts in succession, which could be a little AIDS, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, they do at least intend the difficulty level to be a little bit higher, which is, in my mind, good. I always want a higher level of difficulty, because that's what makes it fun to me, and it'll make it a little bit more replayable, because there's always a challenge involved there. Now, that's moving on to the next thing, my main gripe with Modern Warfare Zombies is that the replayability level is up in the air. It's in question. We don't know what kind of boss fights there's going to be. We don't know what kind of side enemies there's going to be, per se. We know that there's going to be returning enemies from the past. We don't know how it's going to all work and interconnect. We don't know all the wonder weapons that are going to be in the mode. We don't know exactly how pack punch is going to work, the weapon rarity system, if there's going to be salvage, score streaks, this, that. There's so many different things that can be happening, and to varying degrees. And it could honestly, all that will make or break the mode. You never know how good this mode can actually be. The biggest issue, though, is that no matter how good they may tweak stuff, and maybe they find the perfect balance of stuff to make this mode actually fun and replayable, the issue is that you're capped to 60 minutes. Now, I don't know about you, but I do understand one basic zombies concept. Even though this isn't necessarily me, people play zombies to shoot zombies. This means that they can easily go, especially in a 4-player game, way over 60 minutes just casually shooting zombies, going through the motions. So now in this brand new Modern Warfare 3 Zombies mode, you are forced to go through and just eventually exfiltrate after 60 minutes, which is so sad. You're taking everything, the identity of zombies, you're extracting it all. Round-based? No. Even objective-based with Outbreak? No, you're pulling that away too. You're just giving me a zombies campaign. I don't want that. I just don't want that. And I don't think anyone does, to be honest with you. No one asked for this. No one asked for round-based to even go away. Obviously, next year, the thing keeping me, fine and together, and there's a big plus to Modern Warfare Zombies, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But the thing keeping me all together is I know next year Treyarch has a banger Call of Duty coming for us with probably the biggest zombies experience that we've ever seen. And that will include round-based and also Outbreak, and that's cool. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to get my hands on a fresh Treyarch round-based map for the first time in 4 years. It's going to be really cool. But again, in terms of just this mode, there is practically nothing that excites me except for the intended level of difficulty. But like I said, we still have to wait and see, because the world events, bosses, wonder weapons, perks, score streaks, armor systems, how everything works and intertwines together, that is still to be determined, and you never know, may make for some replayable zombies mode, even if it is somehow, capped at 60 minutes. This is the issue. There's so many ifs, if this, if that, if the other thing, that more than likely it's just going to be a big flop. But still, you never know. You still never know. It could be, they could make something work. That's what I always like to tell you guys at the end of the day, is even if you think it is the worst thing ever, which I think this is the worst possible announcement we could have ever gotten for a zombies mode, you still got to give it a chance, because you don't know how it's going to be. You really don't. I'm going to be grinding this game. I'm going to be making content on it on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch. I'm going to be going for the mastery camos, this, that, and the other thing. Like, I'm excited for it to some degree, because I'm going to have something new to play. I didn't buy Modern Warfare 2, and I'm happy about that, but I really don't want to buy Modern Warfare 3 either, but I at least got to give it a try. I've had so much fun with zombies in the past, and it was the same thing with Fortnite after Chapter 1. After seeing Chapters 2 and 3, I've had so much fun in the past with the modes, even if it was really early on, and there's been so much that's changed since then, so many updates. I still have to at least give it a shot because they earned that. Now, I also don't like the fact that they're stamping the Treyarch branding on this zombies mode, as it did with Vanguard Zombies, and they're really starting to ruin the premium feel of a Treyarch Zombies experience, but it seems like there's a chance the main Zombies developers could have some kind of role in this mode. In fact, Kevin Drew, the lead Zombies director developer, gave the kind of PowerPoint presentation at the studio when they announced this game. Well, at least revealed it to a closed group of YouTubers. Now, I'm not sure if they just put him up there to kind of talk about it because he's the main Zombies guy, or if he actually is working on this, because in Vanguard Zombies, Kevin Drew had no role, and the main Zombies guys had no role in the development of that game. It was a side group of developers that all worked on Call of Duty in the past, but not on Zombies, or at least not primarily on Zombies. Maybe they dabbled their toes in the waters here and there. But yeah, there's just so many questions to ask about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies right now that we really don't know how good or bad it's going to be. All I can say is that from this point in time, from my perspective, stuff looks horrible because it's not traditional zombies, it's not even Outbreak, it's a kind of campaign, really DMZ mission-style zombies mode, which is something that I just don't want. And it's also hard-capped at 60 minutes per game, which is also something I don't want. And again, that's not me hating, it's just purely me giving what I want. I'm not talking from the perspective of what could be good for the community, this, which I don't think it is either, but you know, that's another discussion for another day. But people like to talk from the perspective, oh, this will be good for the community because of this, and that. I don't care. I really this video is just, again, purely my thoughts, and a lot of people share, at least especially when it comes to this Outbreak and round base. There's, you know, but by the way, round base is a stupid term. There's zombies, then there's Outbreak, but that's another discussion for another day too. But yeah, people like to talk from the perspective of the community. There's certain times where we can do that, but there's people who only do that. They purely base everything off of that. Like, they're the ones that are, working on the mode intended to be the ones to scale it up. Like, shut up. Who do you think you are to even, try to come up with the best way every single day to kind of make things work out on Twitter or X now? And again, there definitely is a time and a place to do that. I even do that myself. But literally, these people will go on every single day and say, this isn't good for the future of zombies. This is outdated. This, that. Like, at the end of the day, it's also just a game. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, give it a break. Do you have anything better to do with your time? But I digress. There was some stuff in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies that sounds a little bit cool, but sounds a little scary. For example, they mentioned that after you complete a mission or something to that capacity, if you had a ray gun, say you had Juggernog, you may be able to come into your next match with that stuff. So long as you don't die and say you keep completing missions, I believe you'll be able to continue to come into each map or each mission again with your same loadout. I believe somebody mentioned that's similar to how DMZ works. I'm not really sure. I just don't like that style of game. But that is cool to some capacity because, hey, you can spawn in with a damn ray gun and get shooting right away. Especially in a mode like this where it's not traditional zombies and the core of zombies is taken out, where you have to start bare bones from nothing and work your way up to being an absolute master in the map. That kind of aspect's gone, so it's kind of like, damn, that's pretty cool. But at the end of the day, that still is annoying because although that core is gone, it's still like, I should have to scatter around the map, scavenge for stuff, and gather what I can to, get whatever I can for my loadout to get this mission done. Like, honestly, I really don't think this mode's going to do well, but if they were to just say start you off with a pistol and they made it really not tedious but difficult to grind your way up and really get a solid loadout, I could at least understand how this stuff actually would work and how it would be a little bit more fun and more replayable, because you'd go in every time, you don't know what loot you're going to get, you don't know what bosses you're going to encounter, and it keeps you on your toes. That's why I say there is always a chance that this could be fun, because although a lot of this stuff sounds stupid, you never know. They really could make it so that you just start with a pistol and all of a sudden a panzer spawns on you and you're running for your life like a little girl. Like, just imagine how cool and how fun that would be, especially in a 4-player lobby, everyone just screaming. That would be really cool. And I'm going to get to a reason right now on why I think this all of this does sound good for zombies, and this is me talking again from the perspective definitely of a zombies fan, but also what I talked about before, of somebody who wants to see zombies do good in the future. But yeah, before we get to that, please just stay a little optimistic, especially if you're buying the game. This is the main thing. I know I talked a lot of crap today about the game, but what did I also tell you? The basic things that I said today. Not that I'm, fucking Aristotle, that you got to listen to me, right? But at the very least, understand the development process, and that it is a difficult process, and that there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I also would argue that you can say, I just don't like the idea. I don't understand the idea behind this. It just doesn't make sense because it's not zombies. That's a fair point to make. But now that it is what it is, no, this is a DMZ zombies kind of mode. There's no changing that. So it is what it is. If you're gonna buy the game for zombies, you have to understand that. And if you understand that and buy the game for zombies, you have to give that a shot. You have to give it a shot for what it is. You can't give it a shot expecting it to be something else, wanting it to be something else as well. That's the main thing. And then just shit on it because it's not what you want it to be. And I'm talking now once that you've played it. I'm giving you my thoughts on it purely before we've even seen the reveal trailer, right? This is a little bit of a different story. I'm talking about once this game finally comes out, there's going to be people that are complaining about it like crazy. And I'm sure we're going to all have our complaints, but you know the type of person I'm talking about. You have to at least if you're going to buy it for zombies and you understand what's coming with it, you have to at least give the game a shot and be a little optimistic. Because like I said, you never know. Even if it winds up being horrible, there may be some aspects to it that are pretty damn solid and are at least a little bit of fun. And that moves us into the final point of today's video, which is to talk about the future of zombies. Not in a long form way, just to say that Modern Warfare 3 Zombies right here could be a huge testing ground for Outbreak and just the future of zombies. So for example, we're going to be on an open world map in this zombies mode. They're going to have their opportunity to test, how certain bosses work with the weapons that we have in the game, and just to kind of see how people react to certain things. So for example, if there's this big boss walking across the map and people love that, more than likely they'll do it again in the future. If there's lots of dogs spawning in, for example, and it's just so annoying and it makes it so tedious, and people can't stand it, probably they'll fix it right away in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, but they'll know for the future in Outbreak 2.0 next year in Treyarch Zombies game not to do something like that again. You see what I'm saying? They can definitely learn a lot based off what's going on right now in this zombies mode. So I would honestly say it is almost pivotal to the success of Treyarch Zombies in 2024, at least in terms of Outbreak 2.0. Considering everything is true that we heard in terms of the rumors and the leaks, we need to play Modern Warfare 3 Zombies as a zombies community, not because of what it means for zombies, but for the sake of zombies in 2024. If we can give great feedback and critique it properly, we can really allow Treyarch to fine-tune this next Outbreak mode and get the best possible product that they can give us, which is something that I personally, even though I'm not an Outbreak fan as of now, I personally would absolutely love to see, because I want to be an Outbreak fan. I want to go into Outbreak and have a ton of fun. It would be awesome to play zombies on an open world, large map. Of course, with it being zombified and with wonder weapons and stuff like that, making the improvements that you'd want in Outbreak. But I just genuinely love to have a lot of fun in Outbreak day in and day out, which I can't do right now, but you never know. After the improvements from Cold War to this Black Ops Gulf War game coming next year, and the improvements made with our feedback from Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, you never know. It could really go a really, really long way. So now that we've reached the end of the video, I think you guys can understand that this video did not at all come from a place of hate. It's purely just me talking about my honest thoughts and opinions on the mode right now from what I see it as. Again, I've always, throughout this video, I told you the whole time to be optimistic, that there's a chance it could be good. I don't think it's going to be good, but it definitely could be. It could be fun for certain reasons, and it could also be pivotal to the success of COD 2024 Zombies next year. So there are a lot of moving parts going on in this mode. So please don't say that this video is, a hateful video or this, that, the other thing. It's a genuine video. It's not coming from a place of hate. And if you watch the whole video and you listen to what I said, and you have a brain, which I know a lot of people don't have in today's world, you would understand where I'm coming from and genuinely what I'm saying. All right, take care of you meatballs. Peace out.